Episode 16, let's get it. Talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Mortal Kombat. Today, got my host, Jamie. Say what's up.
Yo, I'm sunburned, bro.
Got my other co-host, Carrie. Say what's up to the people.
What's up?
Yo, Jamie, I'm sorry to hear about your sunburn this weekend. Yeah. Weekend was too much for you, brother?
Yeah, I went to the
football game.
I went to the football game, and I put sunburn everywhere except or sunscreen everywhere. And then, that was my first choice. I was like, damn, I put the sunburn as the sunscreen, goddamn. But I didn't put it where my hair part, so my scalp's all burned and shit. I was like, this morning in the shower, I was like, God, I survived, I'm a survivor.
For our couch bum fans or our couch bums, Jamie has very sensitive skin, so
yeah,
usually he's already hurting. So this is
I'm a chronic ginger, so it's fine.
Carrie, anything you want to share with us now that Jamie had his chance? You good? Any rashes or anything you just want to share? Nothing?
Yeah, any medical conditions you want to discuss?
I have too many. That's the problem.
Oh, shit.
All right. So I feel like I'm going to be more positive in the first half of this podcast because I really enjoyed Falcon the Winter Soldier. So let's just start with that. Let's start with the fun, the good stuff. I'm gonna let Carrie start because I'm interested to see how he felt because he's been the most just underwhelmed by the show, I guess. I don't want to say too negative because I don't feel like you've been roasting it. I think you've just been real with it. But what did you feel about this finale, bro?
They really picked it up.
We're spoiling the fuck out of this. My bad, Carrie. Just want to let everyone know that's watching it. All right, spoiler warning. You've been warned. All right, get it. Go ahead, Carrie.
It got better as we watched the 5th and 6th episode. The problem was I couldn't give a shit about Carly. She died in 3 shots. The other guy at least took 40 bullets. When he died. It was the new Captain America.
You talking about John Walker?
I'm talking about Sam.
Oh, okay.
He's the real new one.
They talking about Black Captain America.
He's preaching oh, you can't screw over all these people. You gotta be nice and accepting. And then in the first 5 minutes, his line to John St. Pierre was baguettes and a few French fries, and you're man. You're just gonna be so culturally accepting the start off. And then he's hey yo, you gotta accept the blacks. I'm a black captain. I'm bro, you just I know he's a bad guy and you gotta talk shit, but why are you going after his Frenchness? What's even the problem with that? I don't know. It was a little confused.
French is a pretty small market for Marvel. They don't give a fuck. If it was Hong Kong, bro, oh my god, there'd be rights in the script. Well, more rights than there are already in Hong Kong.
Yeah, it was anybody who puts on the Captain America suit instantly becomes an asshole.
Steve wasn't an asshole.
You adopt the personality of the country you represent, so that's what it is. It's the black Spider-Man suit.
Yeah, I gotta put this out there though.
Go ahead.
The with his new suit. When he has the goggles now, and he has the white band that just has an ear holes for his ears. I was y'all could just not have that band there. I don't know. It was one little thing, but I was just he looked a little, and for some reason his goggles weren't on his eyes correctly. They were misaligned, and I was trying to find things to rag on this thing about. But bro, this episode was so fucking good.
It's fire.
You could have cut out the last 10 minutes of it, but
it was good. It was good. By the way,
it was good. Okay, I'll address a couple things. First of all, I want to say I completely agree with Carrie when it comes to Carly. To this day, still don't give a fuck about Carly. Watching her die, I was just okay.
Thank God.
All right.
We can progress the story now.
I'm glad this was wrapped up. I guess I was expecting maybe I shouldn't have expected more, but I thought there was going to be a bigger resolution there. I felt I never really completely understood her when Captain America at the end talks to the senator and he's breaking down everything. That's when I was oh, okay, now I get what Carly's trying to do. But up until that point, I was
he just gave the spark notes of the whole the whole season.
He really did. I don't know. So totally agree with Carly. To the Captain America mask, I would say 100% agree. For some reason, they just can't get the faces right. The whole suit. Fire. And then goggles, the goggles look, I don't know.
Yeah, they need to have that fucking Lawrence Fishburne Matrix bullshit where it's there's nothing connecting it, just two little holes.
He's just squinting really tight to keep the glass.
Yo, give him fucking the contact lenses, high-tech contact lenses. Boom,
Easy.
Done.
It's a
easy
wrap.
claps.
So yeah, I think they just like even at the end. Again, this is all spoilers. Where you have ex Captain America John Walker is turning into U.S. agent. They even have a joke there where it's like, "Oh, what's taking so long?" And then Dreyfus is like, "It's probably the helmet. It's probably the helmet." So it's like even they're aware that they can't make a helmet right.
Yeah.
So it's like they have to make fun. I appreciate that. They're like making fun of themselves, but it's like no matter what.
That name was weak as fuck. It's like I am U.S. agent. It's like okay.
It's like, that's something where it's like that's straight out of the comics. Yeah, which is like as a part was like I can't hate on that. I don't know anything about that comic. I just know that that's like apparently accurate in what happens.
They also suggested the Washington football team name.
Did they really? I remember that missed it.
It was the U.S. agent.
The U.S. agent football team.
U.S. agents. I can see that. I'm up with that. So yeah, suit for some reason.
Now we got two black Captain Americas because we got U.S. agents who's black, and then Anthony Mackie who is black. So we're full circle.
True. All right, I would say I enjoyed this episode overall. I enjoyed seeing Sam take the mantle. I like seeing him. I appreciate that they started off rip showing us the suit. It wasn't more of it like they blue balled us last episode, but this episode was just like boom, he's crashing into a building, bam, there's the suit, there's the wings, there's the shield, there's the goggles. So I like that. I like they didn't keep teasing us because another show, another movie, whatever would have like dragged it out even in this episode. Yes, the ending is preachy. It's super preachy. He just stops the show to talk to CNN and the senator and shit. But I kind of fuck with it. It was a little too long. I think it could have been shortened. But for most of it, I fuck with the message he was saying. I like the whole I'm just out here, a normal ass guy, no blonde hair, no blue, no, you know what I'm saying, no blue eyes.
I was like, and I took that personally. So,
I enjoyed seeing that. The whole show. I was just waiting for him to get powers. So I was like, all right, I guess OG Super Soldier said, "Yo, you're special, Sam."
I'm gonna decide here now, though, bro. All right, so I still have. My biggest complaint about Falcon or Captain America now is like his exposure to bullets, dude. When he's holding up the truck and he's like straight in to get the truck, I was waiting for one super soldier on the ground that we're just watching him do this shit, just like point his gun up and like shoot him in the butt crack, Like why? How is he not? How is his ass not riddled with bullets right now when he's like exposing his entire backside?
I think that his new costume is from Wakanda. I thought that was.
They got iron. They got vibranium butt cheeks.
I think so. Because they had vibranium butt cheeks. Because they have that.
Yo, that's the new Washington football team, bro. The vibranium butt cheeks.
They had that fucking scene where he like
the Panthers are keep pounding now. So keep flapping, bro.
keep flapping. No, but
you can talk now. I gave you permission to talk now.
He uses his wings to like cover a guy, and the whole fucking car like lands on top of him, and the car just bounces off.
No, it was a fucking helicopter. Bro,
even helicopters could bounce like that.
So I was like, there's got to be some vibranium in that.
Yeah, but that one other car that was like on the bridge, it just got fucking annihilated though. Like that family of four going out to get some Mickey D just got fucking shredded by a helicopter.
For real. So that's what I enjoyed. I think the chemistry is still great between Bucky and Captain America. I love seeing the memes of Bucky just being so genuinely proud of Sam, just like looking up while he's carrying the whole Jeep on his own, just smiling like, that's my boy.
Yo, dude, when we talked about like it being too preachy and shit, some of the pieces, did you also feel that like they totally like rushed that apology to the Japanese guy? Like it was supposed to be like emotional and shit. He was like, "Oh yeah, so I killed your son," and then like they did the thing where he looks into the shop and he's like smiles like I gave him closure. It's like, bro, like you could have waited like 15 minutes of explanation. Like you just kind of like brush over that shit.
Why is it that every time we have a movie or a show where we have someone like even like Jason Bourne or Matt Damon loses his memories, he's got to confront the person that he's harmed, whatever. It's like why is it that you always have to tell the person that you hurt, like, oh, I killed your son or I did this, but you have to tell them in the most like savage way, the most tactless way, where you like have to be like, I murdered your son. But wait, let me explain. There's, why not just like from the top, this is what happened to me. This is the story. I became this person, whatever. Because of that, I did this. But it's always like, you got to hit them with that like opener. You got to hook your audience where it's like, I killed your son. Now listen to the whole story. It's like, no, just give him this. Like, I don't know why do you have to do that? Because he's over here like, what the fuck?
Before you get mad, let me start out and be like, by the way, the Soviets did it.
Exactly. Like, let me explain who I am, the shit that I've done, and then at the end you be like, your son was one of those guys.
He gets like a fucking, he gets a Ugandan fucking like project, like a pocket projector. Is like, let me show you this slideshow real quick of like how I murdered your son.
Oh my god. So that's what I enjoyed. I think I want to go into what I didn't like, and the biggest thing that I didn't like about this show, this episode and this series, Sharon Carter. I think she's the worst character.
No one gives a fuck. She's the new bad guy. Oh, who gives a fuck?
The thing is, it's so bad. Like from the minute that she's been presented, we were all jokingly like, okay, she's a bad guy. She's way too suspicious. She's off the grid, but somehow she's got all these connections, and now she even has Mission Impossible face mask disguises where she has like a completely different face.
It took a long time for her to pull that face mask off. It took like 10 seconds for
which is how they do it Mission Impossible. But it's like you're in the middle. Why even have the disguise? You're in the middle of this place.
She even said no, it's looking for
me. Yeah. Hey, it's me. Rips off face in the middle of everyone. Like anyone around would be like, yo, what the fuck was that?
Yo, if she would have snuck up behind Sebastian Stan and be like, hey, what's up, big boy? And I'd be like, all right, she's back in my favor. Yo, all right, so I propose hologram Agent Carter to come back.
Oh, shit. Hologram?
And hologram DMX. Just bring them both back.
Anything's possible, bro.
Anything's possible. We have the technology.
But yeah, honestly, her whole thing about being the power broker it was like, in a way it was predictable, but in a way it was like, it was predicted as a joke. Like, she's power broker, and that's just left for the future, which I guess you could say the series never was like after Power Broker. So it was just, we went to that Madagascar, whatever city that was. We went to that city and we knew of Power Broker, but we're not on a mission to get Power Broker. So I'll give you that.
Yo, I'm like, just let her do her thing off to the side, bro. Unless she's like trying to like destroy the planet, then like let her sell some fake art and shit.
But she's like straight up melting dudes now with mercury.
Oh yeah, she's doing mercury gas, and this guy's like, yeah, he's just fucking bubbling and shit.
No one is like checking up on this, or like, no one's like, kind of brutal, Sharon Carter. I thought you were one of the.
It was so elaborate too. She could have just like done like a little stick, like done a little chokehold. They were like, let me put this like gas bomb that's like illegal to do based on the fucking Geneva Convention. Like I can't even put this on like soldiers in the field, but I'm just like melting this dude in like a basement in New York. Like,
she literally did the classic like pickpocketing shit where you bump into the person. Yeah. She could like bumped into him and like stabbed him in his throat or like something, where it's like nice and like no one's gonna notice it. You place him on the ground. Instead, she like put some shit in his like breast pocket. Next thing you know, he's all melted. His whole face is like a fatality from Mortal Kombat. Like he's straight up melting. And it's just like, all right, that's cool. I mean, it's brutal. Not a kid's show, I guess. Trying to prove that.
Yeah, I mean, they always remind you like every 5 minutes they say shit or something like, "Hey guys, we're edgy. Don't worry."
Yeah, this isn't your father's Captain America. But yeah, Sharon Carter, I thought was
I feel like my father's Captain America would have a lot more N-words in it. So like, this might be like.
Maybe your father's for sure.
No.
Specifically your father. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. That second shit.
R.I.P. I hope he's...
he sucks. He sucks. Past
I was going to say, speaking of Sharon Carter, I just love how you have Sharon Carter and Carly going at it. And then I think Sam busts in. And instead of Carly being like, yo, chill, because she has a gun on Sharon Carter. Yeah. Instead of be like, chill, she's a power broker. She just like doesn't say anything. And then just lets that whole thing go by. And it was just like... Yeah.
I thought before she died, she was going to be like, yo, that white bitch is a power broker.
Just like, yo, that's the power broker. That's the power... And I guess you could say the whole... I guess my defense of it, if I had to defend it, would be that the story wasn't about power broker. That wasn't what Carly's mission was. and she's not really trying to stop her. But it was like, that's a perfect moment to be like, yo, don't.
And
like,
Carly knew she was a power broker at all times too. Did she ever think about mentioning that to Falcon? Because it's like, I mean, I guess I don't know if she knew that the power broker was in play right now, but also it's like, bro, that would have distracted fucking Sam if he told her that that's the power broker. That would at least get some resources away from you. But,
yeah. So that's silly. I'm gonna look at my notes real quick. You know what? OG Super Soldier. I enjoyed his scenes.
He got his statue.
I like seeing him look at. Yeah, he got his statue. That was dope. He got his memorial thing at the end. That was sick. I like seeing him watch Sam's speech on the TV,
and he was like, "My man."
I was like, "Yeah, it was like that, my man." So I enjoyed that. I'm trying to think what else I did. The major thing was Sharon Carter, Carly, and I think this. Actually, we haven't even talked about Captain or Agent, U.S. Agent.
Do we have to?
Let's talk a little bit about his little redemption arc, because I kind of thought he was going to be a bigger villain in this or have more to do, but he came in like an anti-hero. He came in like, I'm still fighting for the good guys. I'm still trying to beat people up with this ghetto ass shield
made of his medals of honor, shit.
So sad. They gave him that moment where he's lifting the Jeep back, and it was just I kind of like it, but it also just feels a little forced. It's all right, come on, throw your shield.
He's gonna make the choice. He's gonna make
that choice. But I would say I always thought from the beginning that he wasn't a complete asshole. So I never really saw him as his complete villain, and at times I not rooted for him, but I understood where he was coming from. I just felt like he was putting him. I always say this, but he was just set up to fail. So I'm interested to see if he's going to be in more movies or just in the shows.
He's not movie caliber, bro. He's not movie caliber.
I think he's a Russell, bro. He's Kurt Russell's son. They'll put him in movies.
Yeah,
they'll put him in
movies. No one's going to see a movie about U.S. Agent.
Well, okay, it'll probably be Captain America 4. And
Captain America 4.
You know what? Let's go ahead and wrap this up and talk Mortal Kombat. Carrie, you want to wrap it up and give it a rating, brother?
Real quick question: Who wins? Sam as the new captain with the shield, or Bernie Sanders with the steel chair?
Oh, shit!
Because a steel chair took out the shield at one point, so then it's just a 1v1.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that moment. He just threw a random ass office chair and deflects this by this miracle of technology.
That's what the Nazis needed to invent back in the day. A steel chair. But jokes aside, as this episode, new futon, pretty good.
Okay.
It was almost good. It's just there's just too many little silly things no, that's Captain America. Now, when they're looking at they just had to throw that in and force it. It's not.
I like that. I like that because they referenced a joke about that's Black Falcon. And then someone was nah,
that's Captain America.
I couldn't get behind it.
I couldn't get behind it. But
I think they could have made that worse. They could have made that worse.
Yeah, they definitely could have made it worse. But as a wrap for the whole show, I'd say it's a used futon. You just have to get past the first 4 episodes. Yeah. That's too long.
Out of 6, yeah.
Otherwise, it's okay.
All right. 2 out of 6 episodes are solid. Jamie, what do you think, brother?
Yeah, I'm giving this all the way couch point, bro. Dude, it's so fucking good. I'll probably never watch it again until my nephew wants to be I want to see Captain America, and I'm yo, you want to see some shit? I'm ready to become a man real quick. That's how I talk to him. I'm you want to see some shit? And, dude, catch him all the way, bro. I'm in a horde. Sebastian Stan killed it. Hearts.
I gotta agree. I'm gonna give this episode a couch bump. I think overall these last 2-3 episodes were really good. I think as a series in general, I would probably give it a solid futon. I don't think it completely hits couch bump because there were some episodes, episode 3, for instance, was just almost garbage to me. And the fact that it's 6 episodes, I feel also hurts it because if it really felt at times where, okay, we gotta push through plot. We know that this new Captain America is gonna fuck up situation. Okay, he's gonna get mad all of a sudden, and he's gonna act out, and now everything's escalating. Like it just felt like they hit the fast forward button just to get through it. So that's why I can't give it a complete couch bump. But I think any Marvel fan, any superhero fan, an average viewer, like I watch a lot of shit, so I'm obviously more critical. But I think that the normal average person is gonna love this shit. And I would say, Jamie, what do you think? Do you think this is better than WandaVision, or would you say
hell yeah, fucking hell yeah, over?
Hell yeah. In a way, I would say like writing and story wise, I think WandaVision probably did a better job, and the finale kind of let me down. And then this series gave me more of what Marvel gives you with that action and the shitty villains, and just So yeah, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna give this episode a couch bump, but the series solid futon. Let's take a quick break and then talk about Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, let's get it, guys! Are we so excited? Are we pumped?
We so excited.
I'm gonna have to be honest. This is a tough review for me. This is one of, you ever hear when critics are like, "Today my job wasn't fun." It's kind of what I'm going through right now, because I hate being that guy that hates everything or just like can't enjoy. I'm that guy. I guess I'm that guy, but like for real, I don't want to like. I know like that Mortal Kombat is not an Oscar contender. Or actually, you know what? We didn't talk about Oscars. I want to say fuck the Oscars real quick, because I know we're a movie podcast, but the Oscars just suck. So that's a quick fuck you to Oscars. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy this, and I'm kind of bummed about that. I mean, I didn't expect to love it. I didn't really have expectations, but I didn't expect to just feel so bleh after watching it. I don't know if it's because I was watching it with Carrie and Jamie, who were enjoying it, and I was like bummed out that I couldn't enjoy it with you guys, But at the same time, I was able to see what worked for you guys and what probably works for other people that might not have worked for me. But yeah, I don't really know how to start. There's not much of a story. There is a story, but they don't put a lot of effort into the story. And there's action, and they put effort into the action, I would say, but it's nothing that blew me away. There wasn't, if you're not going to give me story and you're not going to give me some awesome action or awesome special effects, then I'm here to be entertained, and it just didn't entertain me. It wasn't like I was watching it and I was like, yo, this is some trash. This is all garbage. This is blah, blah, blah. And I was just hating it. And I was like, oh, look at this acting, this writing, this dialogue. I knew what I was going to see. I just was so bored that it was disappointing. I just wasn't like entertained by it. But I want you guys to start with positives. So Carrie, Jamie, Jamie enjoyed it the most out of us. So if you want to jump in and tell us like what you enjoyed about it, go for it.
I feel like every time Gabe rips a movie and he's like doing this subtle thing where he's like, I don't know, I guess I'm too good at reviewing movies, and I expect so much from movies, and if it doesn't live up to my standard, then there's some inherently wrong with everything about the movie, and like I'm the end all be all, I guess, opinion on movies. And if it doesn't live up to me, then we'll kick it to Jamie, who's like a little child who loves flashy movies, who probably loves like the Transformers series.
Though I'm the guy that likes cartoons, though.
We don't talk, and I like you regardless of that. Like I look past that.
I like you too. You're on my podcast, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, but you're welcome. All right, so shit was off rip. It was a quick, like it got to the point of every scene. Good action throughout the entire thing. The cinematography was solid. There was no shitty green screen in the background. The CG was pretty solid. And, it's just, like, there were some plot holes or some, like, that was kind of ridiculous. But overall, like, it was an entertaining ass movie. Like, I'd watch that shit again. Like, the fight scenes were actually, like, there were some stakes there. And it wasn't, like, just gonna be, like, at the end when they were, like, basically doing the quick tournament fighting, I wish they would have just gone to a tournament instead of doing like let's all have these random fights all at one time. and there's not really any like states really at the ends. Yeah, I would rather have a whole tournament. Other than that, dude, like I would just watch this shit like over and over again. Like I'll probably watch that later tonight, just to, like spite your ass. So
just to spite me.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think, brother?
This was like, if you like Mortal Kombat and you know all the references and you like watching Liu Kang do some jumping kick, while screaming, like then yeah. But if you can look past that and see like outside of all the moves, all the budget they had like average ass fights. You expect a little bit more. Like from I want like a 40 hit combo. Okay, 20 hit combo. Mortal Kombat. There was like no
at
combos.
Least the juggle move.
The only thing they really loved outside of like special moves was fatalities. Like
fatalities, yeah.
It was all fatalities, and you're like, I'm not a big fatality person in Mortal Kombat. I just want to skip to the next fight. It's not about that.
Yeah,
and this was just like
do the fatality and skip the fatality.
Yeah. It was just like fatality, and like the forced references like flawless victory. There wasn't even like a thrown in like by the one guy when he hit an extra crispy hit. Like that's what I wanted. Like at least throw one of those in there. But
I completely agree.
It was like I really enjoyed the beginning. It was like I was like, oh, they actually have something going here. I was smiling, I was laughing at some of the jokes, but by the fifth or sixth real life movie reference by Kano, I was like, all right, maybe they're a one trick pony here. I laughed at all the other ones, but magic. By the time we got the Magic Mike, I was like, okay, Kano, you can die now.
Some of those references are definitely going to date the movie in 10 years, 20 years for sure. Like even when you watch Mortal Kombat Annihilation, it wasn't like they were doing like Bush versus Gore reference. Well, I guess 97. They weren't doing fucking like Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky shit. Like they weren't doing that bullshit. So I mean, at least they had the forethought of that. I'm just upset. Like the one negative I would say about the whole fucking movie is like there wasn't like I can't go down to Taco Bell and get like a fucking Mortal Kombat finish him fucking Mountain Dew flavor with like fucking like Liu Kang like taco holders and shit. Like I need more merchandising.
That Liu Kang sauce.
Kang sauce. It's gonna be like a laser coming out of your fucking asshole, mate. Like, I'd be there for it. Other than that.
Yeah, I want to say a couple things that I liked because I don't want to be completely negative. There are some characters that to me, it felt like they ripped them right out of the game. Like Kung Lao, I thought they did a great job.
The hat guy?
That's the hat guy. His entrance was dope. The way he like teleported in, that hat looked dope. His fatality was sick, minus the flawless victory shit. I'm gonna give that points right there. I really enjoyed it. I think Cabal looked and sounded just like the game to me. Like he was like, to me, when I saw him, I was like, yo, this guy like walked off the set, like walked out of the game. And like I liked like his purple, and like at first when they showed his speed, it was cool. I guess part of the complaint is I feel like they kind of really didn't do much with him besides his appearance. But I liked the way he looked. I thought that was dope. What else did I like? Jax was okay. I feel like they could have given him more screen time and more things to do.
His T-Rex arms at the beginning was kind of like part of that.
Yeah, but
it was hard to cheer the dude on when he was in that state. Like,
I like it when you said when they were learning their animality or whatever the fuck. Like when he
it's called Arcana or some shit.
Arcana. It's like when he had just having missing arms, so his body was like, well, your Arcana was gonna be like super flight and shit, but I guess you need arms more, so I'll give you arms. Like, is it like his brain adapted to like give him Arcana? That,
it was like, well, I guess this is what works for you right now, just bigger arms.
Yeah, bro, I saw your scrawny ass arms. You need this shit, bro. Like, here, that's Arcana.
Oh, you know what? What else? Let me mention Kano, because I think Kano is most people's bright spot for this movie, and I totally get that.
He was a Jack Courtney, bro. He was a Jack Courtney.
He was a Jack.
Literally the same character.
Carrie said by like the 5th, 6th joke, he was like, I got it. I was kind of by like second, third. I immediately like he did make me laugh. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Kano didn't bring me laughter in what was a boring ass experience, but there were definitely moments like when I'm not gonna say the exact joke, but there's a moment where they're all supposed to be training and one can't train with them, and the way he calls that character out was fucking hilarious. Like that really made me laugh, but it got old really fast. Like off rip, it was like, okay, he's the asshole that's going to be, cracking the jokes and roasting everyone. But it's just like nonstop. This is nonstop. And I mean, some of the hits, it's just, I mean, at the rate that they were, spitting out jokes, maybe it was a good ratio. But like, to me, it got old pretty quickly. Again, I can see how that's a bright spot for most. Like, you guys were laughing for most of his dialogue and shit.
Again, that's it again. It's like, I mean, I guess the layperson was entertaining y'all, but like me with my superior.
I'm just trying to say that because I didn't like it, because I didn't think it was funny, that it's not. I'm not saying that it wasn't funny and that it's not going to work for other people. It just didn't work for me. And I could see how it could work for you guys because I was literally next to you guys. While you guys were laughing.
Hey, calm down, bro. Don't get upset.
It's all I'm saying. Because I don't want to come off as like, because I didn't think it was funny or whatever. Then it wasn't. It just, to me, it didn't work.
I thought Sonya was perfect. I'm just going to say that right now. I thought
Sonya was cool.
She's chill.
I don't really have much to say about Sonya. I mean, I don't know. There's not really much to say about her. Really.
What was her? So she had Kano because she was like, Kano will show me how to get to the temple. Did she already, like, she knew how he could get to the temple? Or like why she had him chained up. Why didn't he, if she didn't know that he knew how to get to the temple, she should have killed him and taken his fucking scorpion shit. And two, when I look at Kano, I'm like, he delegitimizes the scorpion shit because if he could have gotten captured and like bullets to the head by Sonya at any time and then ends up getting killed by Sonya, spoiler, fucking like, is the scorpion thing really mean you're a worthy, like everything about Kano says the scorpion's bullshit because he wasn't worthy and he wasn't a good fighter. He was just like had to get the scorpion shit.
It's a little dragon. Real quick. The Mortal Kombat logo.
Oh, it's a dragon?
Right there, bro. You thought about this movie way harder than anyone involved in this movie.
Obviously, I thought of the fucking scorpion. It's a dragon, so obviously I didn't think about that much shit.
I'm going to give you the Jamie treatment and be like, don't think about it too much. Don't think about plot. You're not there for plot.
I can't turn off my superior intellect, bro. I just can't.
Yo, I'm going to have to ask you to do it on this one, bro.
I'm going to have to do it.
See, I'm not even trying to break it down like that. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely see what you're saying. There's definitely plot holes there. I just didn't, like, I wasn't really trying to piece the plot together while I was watching.
I mean, you were high, so.
Next fight. I wish, bro.
You were, would you?
Not enough. The fights, like, so another thing I want to say is, this sounds like I'm not trying to be controversial here, but I enjoyed Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Fuck you.
I was more entertained by it because it was so bad that it was entertaining. This is just so mediocre that it was just boring. Like, at least the other one was so bad that I was like, yo, I can't believe they're doing this shit. I can't believe we got a giant dog and we got Jax fighting him with robot arms. Like, shit like that just was like hilarious to me. And I know it's a different time and I know we weren't going to get that, but I just had more fun. I just had more fun watching the 97 version of it, bro. I don't know what it is. And it's like, I'm not expecting the 97 version to be some amazing thing. But yeah, just wasn't for me. Like, fighting wise, I mean, okay, you know what? Cole, or you want to, okay, go ahead, Carrie. Take over, bro. What do you guys say?
I'll finish your statement. Cole, horrible main character. It was like if we hadn't just watched the movie, I don't know this guy's name. Like, what was his power? He could absorb shit from taking hits. Like,
he's Black Panther. He's literally Black Panther, dude. Because his suit absorbs energy, and then he can like beat people up and not die. That's pretty much all.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna make him like the new Scorpion, or like a descendant, so he has Scorpion's powers.
Yeah.
And also, it's just hilarious that Scorpions. This now, you guys or Carrie can tell me this part of the lore. I never knew that Scorpion's main weapon was a garden tool.
I was unaware, but Yeah,
she was just like fucking stabbing the flowers and shit with fucking the Scorpion's weapon. Like, oh, okay, I guess that'll
just desecrating this heirloom of the.
I need more prequels like this, bro. I need like I need Friday 13th, Mrs. Voorhees in the back in the garden with the machete, just like chopping shit down. You know.
Let's just be happy, bro. Let's just be happy that they didn't do like a fucking like. Mortal Kombat universe where they did a separate a different movie for like Jack. I mean, honestly though, like it would have been sick to get a Sonya Jax buddy like prequel. That'd been sick.
I could see Sonya Jax.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I guess if I could have what I wanted from these movies, I'm not having a lot. I don't have crazy expectations for like a story. Like I don't expect to be like at the end of the Sub-Zero Scorpion fight, like tears. Like I can't believe it, man. Like I'm not gonna. You know, it's never gonna. Tears. It's just frozen tears. It's never gonna get to that level, and I'm never expecting it to get to that level. But I feel like it could do a better job embracing what it is. Like for example, I was talking to Carrie about this. We went grocery shopping after the movie, and I was saying Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Now, no movie is gonna match up to the brilliance of that. Yeah, but I feel like it was amazing. I feel like you can take elements from that. Like for instance, in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, you got Michael Cera. Out of nowhere, he starts fighting an Indian dude that's levitating, that has like hallucinations or whatever, and he hits him and literally turns into a ball of coins. And at no point do they stop the movie to be like, oh, Michael Cera can do this because this is the situation. No, it's just like, nah, this is the world we're in, and we're just going with it. Oh, we have a League of Evil Exes. We're just going with it. This guy has vegan powers and can like, and now as Superman, we're just going with it.
Yo, so you must have loved Rey in the Skywalker saga. She's OP for no reason. Let's just go with it.
Just go with it. Yeah, that was a perfect example of it. But not like even in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, you have fight. You have KO. You have all this shit to make it like whenever we talked about the trailer, I was saying the exact same shit that Carrie was saying about having the guy pop in and do the tee thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? Yeah, why not have that in there? You know what I'm saying?
But then you have been like, they're trying to recreate. They're just stealing from Scott Pilgrim. Like, it would be another complaint.
I would prefer it. I would be like, yo, I respect you for seeing something good and trying to replicate it. You know, like I would totally be on board for that. I don't think it's impossible to have a solid story with I mean, it doesn't even have to be a solid story. Just embrace what it is. It's a video game. Bring that shit to life without over explaining or over complicating it. Go ahead, Carrie.
2 things that instantly make this movie better.
Okay.
1,
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah, sure. 2, they give Cole better powers, like we've already sort of explained that. And 3, when Scorpion says, "Get over here," that should have been like, this should have keyed in like the best ending portion. It should have been like, "Get over here," deep voice necessary. Yeah. They screwed that up. Pulls him over. As he's pulling him over, you start the Mortal Kombat music, and it's like slow-mo pulling over, Mortal Kombat, and then it does a panoramic as he starts hitting like a 20 hit combo, and then finishes him by dragging him to hell, and he's like scrambling, trying to get out. Yeah. And that would have been like way better than like, oh, Cole has to become a person in the show. Like, let's dap him up. Like, this dude like didn't deserve to be main character. It was weak.
Yeah,
literally Cole was the product of, they were like, all right, guys. So it's like some white movie executives were like, okay, guys, I know we got to put a bunch of Asian people in here. That's cool. We need some white characters. And they're like, you get Sonya. Okay, we need someone else. They're like, we'll give you half of Cole. They're like, Cole is the perfect mix between the two. Yeah. But dude, like, speaking of white people, like, shout out white people. I'm hyped for Johnny Cage in the sequel, dude. I'm hyped for Johnny. And I think, Dave, like what you said, we were watching the movie. Like, that's when you can get kind of campy with it, with a satire on it, because like he's kind of
I was saying before this came out, I was saying that I think it should star Johnny Cage and have it like a Tropic Thunder type thing where he's an actor in the setting, but he's like an asshole, arrogant kind of character, and he's like downplaying everything around him, but people are getting like their heads blown off and shit. And he's like, what the fuck? I just saw some guy get his like spine ripped out his ass. What's going on? How did they sign up for this movie? And like have it kind of like, you know, maybe they're building up to something along the lines of getting more goofy and shit. I don't know, because they're teasing Johnny Cage. It reminded me a lot. Did you guys ever watch, I don't think Carrie watched the Power Rangers reboot?
Yeah. The Krispy Kreme extended commercial.
Yeah, the Krispy Kreme commercial. I had fun with Power Rangers.
I liked it.
But it reminded me of the end where they just have like a green hoodie on the chair and it's like Tommy or whatever, like to tease the next the Green Power Ranger, but they never make a movie. I'm hoping it's not the same thing. I'm hoping we get Johnny Cage and they have some more fun with it and try to get into that satire. Go ahead, Carrie.
They bring in Johnny Cage and do him like the first 5 minutes of Annihilation, just like, oh, there goes Johnny. It was like, see, now we got your $10 with the movie ticket.
Now I want to see. I want to see if he was had a bigger role in the 1995 first Mortal Kombat. If he was the main character, and then off rip in the second one, they just killed him off, because that's brutal. But also, I appreciate that.
Yo, you know how they have like Tropic Thunder, they had Robert Downey Jr. do the black plastic surgery and be a black man in it. What if they get Caitlyn Jenner and she does Tropic Thunder and then she cosplays as a male Johnny Cage? That'd be sick.
I'm there. I'm there, bro.
Next tomorrow.
I'm lining up in front of HBO and that shit pulls up.
Yeah, did you see she's running for governor in
oh wow.
California.
Wow.
Yeah,
our country's not fucked up enough already.
Damn, all right.
Yo, you know what? One other thing, to Carrie's point, the Mortal Kombat theme song, Annihilation off rip gets more points for just starting out with the theme song. I don't get why, there's a couple of fight scenes, like there's a fight scene with Sonya and maybe Jax where you had the theme in the background, but it was like it was teasing it. And then at the end, the credits is the whole song or whatever. But I haven't put that version up on Spotify, and it's like a remixed version. And it's like, just play the original song. Just play the original song.
They couldn't get the rights to it, dude.
They got the rights to everything else but the song.
Yeah.
We got the characters. We got the story. We got everything but the song. Nah, you got to remix that shit. But even then, remix it and make it a big thing. Or like
they should have done like a DMX version, dude. Like, out of respect. But
yo, a DMX version would have been lit. But they should have had at least one full fight scene with that music. I don't think that's asking for a lot. As a fan, if you're a fan,
I mean, definitely the Sub-Zero Scorpion fight scene would have been key because those are like the two most classic characters.
That literally would have been a commercial for the game. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat music going on, you know?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Right when he says get over here. That's when he killed.
I agree. That get over here, it was like something about the cadence.
It was like, get over here.
It was like, no. He said it like,
hey, buddy, get over here.
Yeah,
his heart. His heart wasn't in that shit. His heart was
he should know. If he would have said it in Japanese, I would be there for it. If he would have said it in Japanese. But because it was like, because this is a Japanese character who can only speak Japanese. There's no way he knows English. But he says,
he's like, get over here.
The only thing he says in English is get over here. Where it's like, was he using his fucking like hooked on phonics in hell? Like
this man was studying. He was like, all right, when I get back to Earth, I gotta say this one fucking line. So I've been studying my ass off.
Don't blow it, dude. Oh shit, I blew it. Oh no, I've had centuries to practice. Damn.
Was it come over here or what? Get over what?
Yo, get the fuck over.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my review for it. I think
see Rip Beanback, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
Nah. Overall, I think it would be definitely like a college used futon that just stays there every year. And
there's some stains on it.
Students just adopt it, but it's got stains. They don't clean it up. They don't change anything about it. They don't try to change the script. It's a classic the way it is. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how this is, just a used futon. I think for fans, I think most people will enjoy this. They'll have fun with it. Like a lot of people will. I've had friends hit me up and they enjoyed the fighting, the action. I think most people will. I'm like Jamie's been roasting me about. I'm super picky. I'm super intellectual when it comes to my Mortal Kombat fight scenes, and I expect better. I expect more, and I just feel like it can be done. Like I know, we shouldn't take this shit too seriously, but this is an important property to people. You can put a little effort into it. You can make some cool shit happen. At least the fights. We're there for the fights. Give us some epic memorable fight scenes. Because I honestly can't. I even asked Carrie after who enjoyed it more than I did. I was like, yo, okay, name some fight scenes. He's like,
I think it's. I think I just enjoyed Kano's dialogue slightly more.
Kano was fun.
It took a little bit more for me to get tired of it, and then I was just like, it's all right movie.
So overall, I would say, it's a used futon. It's entertaining at points. It's not completely garbage, but for me, it was more of a boring experience. Carrie, you want to go ahead and wrap up yours?
Used futon as well. Like there's so much that could have been done better. As Gabe's been saying, but it was enjoyable. Like if you're casual and like Mortal Kombat, you'll probably like this movie.
See, we gave it the same rating. You see, I'm not going that hard.
No, I'm going highly used futon. Fuck that.
Oh shoot!
I think I've been lower than you on every single thing until now.
Probably, dude. You came in to be
you're like, I'm Mr. Negative. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure I've hated everything more than you have so far. I'm not even trying to.
All right, baby boy. Let's hear it. Come on, JB. What you think, brother? I mean, you already tell us.
Like, it was beautiful.
I'll need you to have your moment of wrap up.
I'm not giving it a bump skis.
No, you already gave it a bump skis since the day we watched it.
I'm not giving it a bump skis.
Be strong.
If you want to give it a bump skis, give it a bump skis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a futon that it's got some. It's like all right. So I'm giving it like all right. So I'm like a 20-something-year-old. Never nude. Incel. I got like Japanese like swords all over the walls and shit. I got anime shit everywhere.
Throwing a body pillow or two.
A few body pillows, and then I have the futon that's just with the accoutrement. That's where I'm at. So like the futon's not that high quality, but it stayed like
the vibes.
All the Japanese shit. I was like, at least they have. I was good. I was so happy to see that like they actually kept it pretty Asian. To where they're not just like they're not just ripping off like every single character. That was like at least it's somewhat true to source material and like aesthetically. So I was like, you know what, I appreciate them for that.
Oh yeah, dude. I think what I'm noticing lately, the new black is the half Asian, half white. That's the new minority. That's like the focal. Like you have like Invincible. It's like half Asian, half white dude. Now in this. I think that's the move, bro.
They're just progressive. They just make them attractive to like Chinese audiences. That's where the biggest market, one of the bigger markets internationally is. So it's like
true.
You gotta have at least some Asian in there somewhere.
True, you're right.
If it's not gonna be in Hong Kong, it's gotta be Asian characters. You can't get that one or the other at least.
But yeah, I was thinking about next week's movie. There's I think it's Nomadland. Won an Oscar for Best Picture. I know he said fuck Oscars, but
who said fuck? You said fuck Oscars.
I know that's what I just said.
He speaks for all of us. It's his cast.
There's this other movie. Let me see. It's starring Michael B. Jordan. It's coming out. It's coming out Friday, I believe. So we might check out that one.
What's on Amazon or something?
It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah, it's Tom. I think it's Tom Clancy's Without Remorse. Okay. So honestly, I'm gonna move for a fun movie that I'm not roasting the fuck out of. Nomadland, I would probably enjoy, but it's kind of it's like it's slow paced.
Let's watch Michael B. Jordan shit, bro. Michael B. Jordan's fun. Let's just watch Michael B. Jordan. No one gives a fuck about Nomadland.
You vote Michael B. Jordan, Carrie. What do you think, Michael B. Jordan or
Nomadland?
Huh?
I love two movies, bro.
I mean, I basically do.
So you're saying both? Are you saying both?
Yeah, why not both?
Well, okay, so I mean, we're still gonna do. Oh shit, we don't have Falcon anymore.
Yeah, like
so. I mean,
what's the other thing? We're waiting for Invincible to end.
Yeah,
Jamie's got to watch like 5 movies then. Like, if he's got to catch up on Invincibles, like.
All right, let's plan for at least Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, and I will brainstorm what other things we can watch.
I'll search that giant brain of his.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for listening. It's been Couch Bum. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts.
You don't have a private Spotify deal yet?
No, not yet, bro. Go on YouTube and search Couch Bum. We're on there as well. Also been on Twitch. Just look up CouchBump10 if you want to join us. Usually Carrie and I are bullshitting on there. We got FIFA, a FIFA League. That's fun. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you next time. Bye.
Deuces.